Welcome to the new party. I'm Nora Christine.
I'm Gray Mars.
And I'm D White.
Today on the new party, we're going to be discussing a big problem that the Democrats are now facing. Pro Palestine supporters are attacking the DNC, in particular, Black Democrats. The first clip shows some hecklers heckling Kamala Harris for pro Palestine support at a recent rally of hers.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Here's the thing. We are all in here together. I'm told an extraordinary number of folks who are here together because we love our country. We're here to fight for our democracy. Which includes respecting the voices that I think that we are hearing from. And let me just say this on topic of what I think I'm hearing over there. Let me just speak to that for a moment, and then I'm going to get back to the business at hand. So let me say, I have been clear. Now is the time to get a ceasefire deal and get the hostage deal done.
So, I mean, I don't know if you could hear real well, but they pretty much were calling her a murderer, saying that she's a demon for what's going on, that she's part of the problem. But, again, Kamala Harris is a flip flopper. She flip flops to whatever room she's in. If she was in a room full of right wing pro Israel supporters, she would probably say, no, no, no. Fight. We got to fight. October 6th was the worst thing. And again, she flip flops. So I'm going to flip flop over to Gray and see what he thinks about this.
I agree with you to an extent. You made some valid points, but I feel like it's a double-edged sword, and so she is walking a fine line where it's like, okay, I have young voters, I need young voters, but typically the people who are getting protested against are Republicans, so maybe this will help me with their voters. So I do agree with you on that, and because it's an election year, because she's going to most likely be the presidential candidate, that's why she is saying that in front of that crowd. Do I know they're talking about a ceasefire? I don't know if they got any headway on. I know
Well,
Blinken.
there was an announcement today. I just want to let everyone know. They said that Israel has come to an agreement with Hamas, and they're hoping that Hamas will accept it. So yes, a deal has come, or a plan has come by Israel that has been brokered by Anthony Blinken. However, the question is, what does that deal pertain? Does it pertain to them taking more land? More than likely, in the deal, it talks about taking their land. Dee, what do you think?
I think you're 100% right that Kamala's a flip flopper. She'll say whatever she needs to say, and like Gray was saying, she's saying that because she has a bunch of young voters. And that the problem that I have with that is she's not saying that because that's what she actually believes. She's only
Right,
saying it to get votes. One thing about
right,
Trump supports Israel. That's the one thing that I disagree with Trump on. But he doesn't care about what I think. He supports Israel no matter who he's in the room with, no matter who he's talking to. He supports Israel,
right.
and even though I disagree with him, I appreciate the honesty. And Kamala, one moment, we need to finish him. One moment, she doesn't support embargo, and now she does support the ceasefire. You never know what you get with her, man. And I think it's really disheartening that she's that type of politician because they're the worst.
So our next clip shows some more heckling. She was very flustered by this. So let's see what happens.
It's all good. One's voice matters, but I am speaking now. I am speaking now. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that. Otherwise, I'm speaking.
Yes, we do. So please keep the heckling coming. Look how she's just getting heckled at a rally. Can you imagine how flustered she's going to be speaking to Vladimir Putin?
or she, yeah, or anybody for that matter.
I actually think she handled that well. I think like she has a snarky personality, and like it gives her some sense of power, being like, "Oh, I'm speaking now. Everybody's voice matters, but I'm speaking now." For her personality, her saying that to me is better than before. Was like in a debate, and Donald Trump has a point with her laughing stuff, but people aren't remembering her laugh. But she used to laugh all the time.
Oh no, they're talking about it.
Yeah, well, I'm saying she's not
Rumor
doing it
has it.
anymore.
Rumor has it that she has a allegedly she has a drinking problem, and if you
Allegedly.
allegedly, but now in the context of all her speeches and her word salad and the uncontrollable laughter,
It
if you
makes
go back and
sense.
think about it, it does make a lot of sense. I'm not saying it's true, but to me, with that pretext, it does make a lot of sense.
Oh, okay. I never heard it. Y'all just taught me something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a drunk, and there's many clips. Oh, we'll get the clips. We'll play the clips. And shouts out to everyone tonight. We'll be doing a live stream at 10 to do our reaction for the DNC. I'll find some clips so we can talk about how she's allegedly a drunk. But the next clip we're going to play shows the Palestine supporters going in. I just want to start by saying the new party does not agree, does not condone the comments that have been made on these clips. But let's play the first set and we'll do some reactions.
I'm not trying to dish you. I'm letting you know that I did not know you existed. Yeah, I did.
In recent days, American Palestinian content creators started an online attack against the black community for their stance on domestic issues and for voting for Kamala Harris.
Black people also wear a uniform and get on a plane and come to our countries and kill us. You vote the same melanated people into government that sign papers to kill us. I don't want to hear it anymore.
What have you done to change your government? I don't think crying on your phone is an example. What narrative are you pushing by showing black soldiers in the Middle East being told that we should put our issues and lives and rights behind everybody else's, including Palestinians?
Absolutely, I agree. What have you done to support our issues? What have you done to call for reparations for America? I'm sorry. I'm not supporting Kamala Harris, but I don't think it's right that they focus on their attack to black people just because they're angry now that there's a half black woman that will potentially be the president. Ray, what do you think?
There's not one American soldier in this particular war that has went over there black, white, Chinese, yellow, green, and killed somebody. This is between them and Israel. So to attack the black community and say that we're supposed to somehow resolve this, I mean, either Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter who's in there, they go give Israel some money. So I
True.
don't think that they have a chance on who wins at all. What do you think, D?
I 100% agree with you, man. There's no black soldiers over there killing them. Their beef is with the star people, not with us. We haven't
Right.
did anything to them personally. And the fact that the Democratic Party, this is going to be what causes you guys to lose the election. I really believe this. The infighting and the name calling, it's
So
only
no,
going to get worse. It's only
I
going to get
don't
worse.
agree. We're going to do another video on the civil war going on within the MAGA movement within the right wing side. They
There's
are saying,
approximately 100,000 people protesting the DNC today. 100,000 approximately in Chicago.
yeah, but there was a spaces. We're going to talk about it on another video. So check out our next video where 10,000 people logged in. And they were talking about the star people, and they were saying that they're not voting for Trump because they don't like for his support for the star people. So I think this can go either way. It just depends on who can galvanize that side to come over to theirs. Because I think it's bad either way. Or what side is gonna sit out the most? Does that make sense? Like, is it gonna be more left or more right?
100,000 people didn't show up to the RNC. There's 100,000 people approximately who are currently in Chicago or will be in Chicago this week to protest. That didn't happen for the RNC. I know you seen whatever you saw, but it wasn't 100,000 of them. These people mean business, and I want to see how far these protests go. They've put up, just like Kamala said, walls don't work. We don't need IDs for voter registration. That's racist. They're requesting IDs to get in. They put up walls, blockades, tractors to keep
Wow.
these people out. All of this have been done in Chicago to keep these people out. And I just want to see how wild it gets, because as we all know, the right, the left are the most violent people in this country. So we'll see what happens.
I think because it's a bipartisan thing where both the right and the left agree on it, and typically the Democrats are the ones that's like trying to be nice. So that's why they're the ones getting attacked for actually agreeing with war. That's why I think it's the pressure on them, and why they're
Right.
not gonna put that type of pressure on the Republicans.
No. And you might
Okay,
have
I think
we'll
Dee's
see.
right. There's more people
Yeah.
that showed up to protest this. I found an article, and they said that only 5,000 protesters showed up to the RNC.
Correct.
Wow.
5,000 isn't 100.
Well, yeah, and the Democrats, the ones that's in power, Joe Biden,
That's
Kamala
right.
Harris, the one that's in power.
Correct. You
Right.
don't need. Well, you can't argue at the guy who's not in charge right now. It's not his fault.
Yeah, right.
True. So let's check out the next clip of the pro-Palestine supporters attacking Black Democrats.
To defend your decision for voting for Kamala.
I'm starting to see a lot of these videos coming out, and I feel like someone really has to speak on it, so I'm going to. The genocide in Congo has made 8 million of victims.
He's saying Palestinians, and he just doesn't listen.
This video, coupled with all of the other Palestinians and their disrespectful and denigrating videos towards people like me, I'm done. So the money that was coming out of my bank account every month to help Palestinians over in Gaza, yeah, that's going to stop. And I'm going to redirect those funds to help the people over in Congo.
Kamala Harris is 100% more culpable for this genocide than Donald Trump is.
You know what? At this point, I will happily take it out of my bio, because if that's really how y'all feel, as if Donald Trump gives a damn about Palestine, fine. I will take it out of my bio. I will never speak about it ever again. Trust me, I will never speak about it again.
So great. Did you take the Palestine flag out of your bio?
I never had it, and it's not to say that I don't sympathize with them, and I follow Islam at a time and point in my life. So I'm not gonna sit here and say, that I was just like, it's horrible. Wars are ugly. Evil thing is people gonna get hurt, and there's a lot of innocent people get hurt. So I sympathize with them. But if they think the solution is to go after Kamala Harris, I just think it doesn't make sense. Donald Trump is definitely on Israel's side. We said that, so that's what doesn't make this fight make sense. And they really should be talking to Hamas and saying, "Hey, free the hostages so that this can stop." What about you, D?
I disagree with you, because who else do they go after? If they don't go after Kamala, who else? You can't go after Joe. Joe doesn't care about what's going on right now. Joe's on the beach.
They should just all suffer from Trump derangement syndrome and blame Trump.
Yeah,
Trump's
exactly.
fault.
You can't 100%. Trump is not to blame for any of this. You can't do any mental gymnastics and make it his fault. So if you're gonna look for someone to blame, you have to blame those in power. And right now, that's Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. So they're doing the best even though it might not resolve the issues. Who else do you cry to? That's my opinion.
I agree. So we got one more clip. Let's see. I think this one was the most strong of them all.
Supporting them. They've lost their minds.
You guys keep bashing white people for slavery, but why don't we ever talk about the Arab slave trade and keep in mind that the Arabs have enslaved more black people than the Europeans combined?
When it comes to the people who we are supposed to be defending over in Palestine, guess what? Those same communities treat us with voracious racism. And you're asking us, don't look at them. Don't look at our racism. Don't look at our past history and how we've treated your communities. Help us, save us, be there for us. But guess what? When we need you guys, No one's standing up for us. When we have gone through this oppression for the past 400 years, why didn't any of you come racing on boats to come and help and save us? It don't take 400 years to get from Palestine over to America to stop the genocide that was happening to us for 400 years.
Wow.
Well,
Do
yeah.
you think?
Yeah, that was very powerful. I mean, they are correct. The Arab slave trade was much worse than the European slave trade. The Arabs would take the men and castrate them so that they couldn't reproduce. So at least
Wow.
not that it was better, but at least the Europeans didn't do that. At least they had common sense to to keep breeding people. I mean, that was ridiculous. They were very harsh. They worked them to death. The lifespan was much shorter as a black person as an Arab slave. I learned that a long time ago. But she's right. I mean, where was the support for us when we were going through our struggles?
Gray?
I just still think like this fight between blacks and Palestine and people just is I don't understand it. Like I can see the history, but I don't feel like in today's world that it really matters. Like I mean, most of us live in European society, and we've helped change laws. So I just don't feel like this is the right fight. To me, I'm just like I don't have anything to say about
Of course you don't. So let us know what you think in the chat, in the comments. Is this going to be a major issue for the Democrats? Tonight is the DNC tonight. We're going to start doing some live streams tonight and versus us making videos. So check us out tonight, 10. We're going to be going on live. Also, we're going to be in a spaces on Twitter. If you're not following us on Twitter, check out the new party 115. D, any closing words?
Nope. Just please everybody tune in tonight if you can, if you're available, and make sure you like, share, subscribe, and as always, vote.
Always vote.
Always vote.